It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
About to blow the bag, yeah. Work. Hey, go and get that bonus. Work. Let me see your devotion. Work. You deserve the promotion. Work. Can't leave without that notice. Shout and make it right. Work that thing around the clock. Everybody came to see it. Got a line around the block. Cashing out the ones. I got buns and they never stop. DJ play a song. I'ma let them fly just like a fly. Boss status, drip it all platinum. Got a floss habit. Throw that money. Ain't no jaw jacking. I got more baggage. Show me some. I can change your life if you don't know what's up. Seen it from the front. Now back it up just like a loaded truck. Ay, I got plenty paper. I just wanna spend with you. Ay, I ain't got nowhere to be, so let me chill with you. Ay, you the prototype, the baddest one up in the room. I just wanna see you making move in your birthday suit. Ay, work. Ay, go and get that bonus. Work. Let me see your devotion. Work. You deserve the promotion. Work. Can't leave without that notice.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. Oh boy, in this video, we're going to be getting into Saweetie. And apparently there is some rumors circulating around her name. There always seems to be rumors circulating around Saweetie's name. To be honest, you know, at one point they were trying to say that she was sleeping around with Offset. There's always something, you know what I mean? They tried to make it seem like Cardi B ran up on her at some award show or something like that. Never really got a full confirmation on who it was that Cardi B ran up on, but they said that was her. Now we have allegations saying that Saweetie is an escort. And this information is not coming from the internet necessarily. It's coming from an associate of hers. This young lady by the name of, Maybach Mayy, who claims that they used to be friends and that she was a road manager for Saweetie, was booking more than just brand deals and helping her on the road. She claims that she was also booking deals and helping her on the stroll. Now, to be fair to Saweetie, I don't know if this information is true, and I will not treat it as true necessarily until we get further confirmation, but that is the talk, that is the chatter. We're going to go through what Miss Maybach Mayy had to say. As of yet, Saweetie has not released any sort of statement. She hasn't tried to rebut the information. A lot of times when the rumors circulate around her name, she doesn't say anything. Now what Saweetie has definitely talked about is that so-called pretty punishment. I think that definitely came back to bite her in the ass. And perhaps she would say that this is also a symptom of pretty punishment if she were to be asked about it on a public forum moving forward. But again, let's get to what this young lady had to say about Saweetie. So Miss Maybach Mayy put these on her story the other day. This is a series of posts where she's talking about Saweetie apparently owing her money for the clients that she's booked and not paid. And apparently she's the one who linked Saweetie with her current boyfriend. What's his name? Jordan Sancho, who is a professional soccer player. And she has not been paid for linking them together. Okay. Apparently, I'm guessing that Saweetie was only supposed to spend time with him, entertain him, but then they actually ended up hitting it off, and she said, "You ain't got to pay for the service, baby. Let's move forward." Allegedly. So, on the first slide on the left, you see that's a picture of Saweetie. Now, that's a still from a video of Saweetie in the front seat of a car twerking and throwing it back while Maybach Mayy is allegedly smacking her on the cheeks. They're out having a good old time. But in the corner, she says, "Hey, Saweetie, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce Internet, child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you or I can start addressing some of them." What does that say? Some of them rumors with TMZ. "We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play me out some money." When? So she's saying, when do you plan to pay up? Because I'm finna go public with TMZ and start outing your private information that I have intimate details upon, because she allegedly was the one setting her up for the plays. She then, to the right, shows screenshots of her conversations with Saweetie. At the top, it says, "My messages to you are blue." We get another one that says, "Oh, now they back. What you doing? You should do a Big Bear trip with good friends." What? With good friends group co-ed. OMG is so nice there. So I'm guessing this is her sending this to Saweetie. Follow up. "Not even that cold. Is 2 hours from LA. Saweetie allegedly texts back that she's at the studio. She said, "Girl, all my friends out of state." So she's trying to arrange for Saweetie to throw a Big Bear trip with good friends group. Whoever good friends group co-ed is, I guess I should do my journalistic duty and look that up. I don't know if I'm not digging deep enough into the internet, but I don't really see something that's called good friends group co-ed unless she's talking about through the site Meetup, which I would think is kind of strange. Yeah, for a celebrity to be using Meetup for a private co-ed trip, yeah, that's kind of strange. But nonetheless, Saweetie says she's in the studio. All her friends are out of state. She says, "When bitches run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend?" Wait. Ain't that homeboy name? Ain't his name Jaden Sancho or Jordan Sancho? What the fuck this nigga name? Yeah, that's him, Jaden Sancho. So Saweetie is allegedly asking, "Hey, when y'all run it up on Jaden, how much they doing in a weekend?" Basically saying, "Hey, let's go push up on him. When y'all go visit this nigga, how much y'all making in a weekend?" This is allegedly Saweetie saying that. So at the bottom, she has another message. "Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a hoe you barely know, run me my money." She hates her what? She hates her career. "So you came right on time, like the trick you are. I just want what y'all owe me." So she alleges that Saweetie hates her career. Now, if y'all been tuned into my channel, y'all know I covered Saweetie's interview about her return to music earlier in the year. She was pretty excited about putting new music out and wanted to try to change the narrative on her beyond being a pretty face, and she wanted to show improve with music. She was working with LaRussell last year. LaRussell had, it sounded like he was ghostwriting some records for her when she visited his compound or whatever, and they worked on some music. So it was showing to me that she wanted to improve as a rapper, get her chops up, and learn a bit. You know what I mean? Because shortly after she worked with him for a couple weeks or however long that was that they was working, she started dropping this new music, which ended up with that Jill Scott sample record that people was bumping. And she's come out with a couple joints that people kind of, ran up a little bit. They didn't go super far, but they went viral. So now there's another post from this Maybach Mayy that says, "Cocaine, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread, home wrecker." So she's alleging that Saweetie is a cocaine user. She partakes in witchcraft. And to be quite fair, liquor is pretty common amongst all backgrounds. I mean, I don't drink, but a lot of motherfuckers do. I would say the majority of the world like to get lit on some of that liquid. Okay? So I ain't tripping on that part. But I guess this Jaden Sancho would be her ticket out of the rap game, out of having to work, and she could just pop out, look good, and be on his arm as much as humanly possible for the check cut. Furthermore, she put some more in her story. To the far left, we have a photo here, which I'm going to actually show you the full version of, which is her hugging Jaden Sancho, Saweetie, that is. And Miss Maybach Mayy, once again, is in the background to the left, on his left shoulder. She's looking with a grin, like she's happy to see that they're doing what she set up, allegedly. But apparently, once they got close, she was cut out of the deal. But I want to show y'all the actual post where this came from. So she reposted this Instagram post from Fashion Concept. And in the caption of the post, it says, Jaden Sancho's future continues to spark conversation. The 25-year-old said to be on a 250,000 pound a week salary, or is that euro? I can't. Sometimes I get them mixed up. Was unable to come to terms with Chelsea, the team he plays for, who are sticking to a tighter wage policy and reportedly offered 150,000 per week. So he wants an additional 100,000 weekly in their currency to remain on the team. They say, meanwhile, dating rumors are heating up after fans spotted Sancho's phone lock screen showing rapper Saweetie, 31, during Chelsea's Conference League celebrations. So she was there while he was playing, and they saw that Saweetie was his phone lock screen. So I guess they got real chummy, locked it on in. So he put her as the lock screen. This is the proof. He's on the field in uniform. And as you can see, he's got Saweetie right there. And apparently, he's here too while she's doing this fake tennis shoot. Hey, he getting in where he fitting in. He 25. He having a good time. He like, shit, I'm trying to get 250 a week out these motherfuckers. What I got to lose? Now let's get back to Maybach May's story. She says, I tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and was depressed looking for a happy life. What you mean she never balled before? Don't she come from money? Took you to London, babes. Took you to Nigeria. Booked you on Australian tour. I helped this girl so much, only for her to play with my money at the end. I'm just missing my money from London. Pay up, cokehead, for I start naming. Let's say Damon. Naming the rest of the husbands you was playing with. Okay, so she said, hey, I've been setting you up to get bread out this motherfucker. So if you don't pay me, I'm going to start naming names on everybody that you done laid with allegedly. So this is a madam, allegedly. And we do see that they spent time together. There's also photos of them, which I have, or a photo that's out there. So this is Saweetie in some sort of function, and this is Maybach Mayy right there on the phone. Now, we don't know if they're handling business, if she's handling business on the phone, or if she's handling business on the phone. But nonetheless, there's enough instances of them together to see that there's some sort of relationship. She could be doing this strictly for clout, using her proximity to extort her, or she could be saying a little bit of the truth. I don't know. I can't say. Last post says, I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team, as my last post shows. Okay? Booked her for an appearance to support the team. So I wonder if because I'm quite sure she didn't perform at the game. But sometimes artists will go and they'll go meet the team and shake hands and all that type of stuff, and it'll be a marketing opportunity or whatever. Take photos with the team and get some free swag and shit like that, and you might get paid for the appearance. Who knows? I don't know the specifics of what this lady did. But she says instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. No, okay. So now when you say the client, as in he was the client and he had to pay, this is deeper than meeting the team. She is basically saying that she was paid to spend time with this young man and entertain him. And whatever money was owed was never sent through. She says, I was a road manager with her getting deals. Now, I find it interesting to be a road manager getting deals. Typically in the music industry, the road manager is not securing deals for the artist. The road manager is just traveling with the artist and making sure that the day-to-day things are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Going from your hotel to your bus or your Sprinter van or whatever travel to the plane, making sure all of the bags and making sure that the team is in order, handling itineraries, things of that nature. So when you say you're getting her deals, typically a road manager would not be getting deals. And you know, Saweetie's gotten a lot of endorsements through corporations over her during her time in the industry. But it sounds like she's talking about a different type of deal. She says, I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. Now, again, I want to reiterate, I do not know what the truth or where things stand with Saweetie at this time. We do see that she's been linked with Mr. Jadon Sancho. He allegedly got her middle name tatted on his ear. They spending time together. They linked. They locked in. So there could be some truth to what this Maybach Mayy is talking about, or she could literally just be lying and using, once again, her proximity to Saweetie to paint a picture that looks more nefarious than it actually is. Maybe they were friends. Maybe she really was the road manager. But that text do look a little different. This one in the middle, where she say when bitches run it up on Jadon, how much they doing in a weekend, that do look different. Now, I can't confirm that that's actually Saweetie in the text. But if it is, March 29th, that's what make it a little strange. Then the post showing the negotiations that he's undergoing from Fashion Concept. Let me get this off the screen. This post went up June 4th of this year. So March 29th, allegedly, Saweetie was asking about him. By June 4th, here they are. And I'm sure that this photo was probably taken before June 4th, before Fashion Concept actually posted it. So I want to take a moment and just say this, because again, I don't know. But I will say, for people out there that are living your lives, questioning yourself, your status, where you're at, comparing yourself to these young ladies that are seemingly living great lives on social media, posting photos from all these different foreign countries, destinations, and they just seem to always be on the go, jet setting, influencing and stuff like that. Just remember, social media is a show. It's a portfolio of sorts. And people are going to post their highlights. They damn sure are not going to show whether or not they're escorting. And a lot of these young ladies are. Okay? It's a lot going on. I'm here in Atlanta, and it's a lot of people who are on the scene. They're socialites. They do these podcasts that nobody watches, but they always seem like they got all the latest fashion, clothing, watches, shoes. And it's like, where are you getting the finances? It damn sure ain't from this podcast that ain't nobody watching. But behind the scenes, they either scamming, jugging, and doing things of that nature, or they escorting. Now, everybody that's escorting is not necessarily giving up the mushu. I will say that much, because I think sometimes that also gets misconstrued in where things are being disseminated to the public. Not every person that's spending time with somebody is necessarily giving up the sex. Now, for a 25-year-old male in his at his peak of craving? I would think so, but I don't know. And they dating now. So whatever he wasn't getting, he getting it now. I don't know. But I will just say that there are some people, and there's photos of Saweetie out here with some old ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. I'm not trying to paint no pictures. I'm just saying what's being put out there is sometimes these older people, they be on the last leg. They got a little bread. They just be wanting somebody to come spend time with them, rub their feet, talk to them, pour affirmations into them, although they may have accomplished a lot. They be needing a little extra before they get up out of here to feel better about themselves. So, again, I can't say whether or not if Saweetie was being booked to spend time with people that she was actually opening up her legs. I can't say that much. But this is something that's going on. This is not new. This is one of the oldest professions in the world. And a lot of people that are in the rap game whose careers might not be where they want it to be, but they don't want to go and get a regular job, whether they want to not be visible while they're, in the spotlight, or they just don't have the desire to actually work in a corporate system or answer to nobody. They answer to the dollar. So all of those being stated, that's pretty much where we're at with this until more information comes out. All right. Saweetie never speaks. She never talks on this stuff. So we may never get a response from her regarding this situation. But Maybach Mayy says you need to respond to me with my bread. All right. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Family over fame in this bitch, The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The